Hello, it is Friday, May 19th, 2023. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Friday puzzle today, so a themeless puzzle. Possibly a tricky one, maybe a bit of misdirection. That's common on Fridays, we'll have to find out. In any case, this possibly misdirecting edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Alan Blunder, Mitchell Turek, Jenny Montague, and, as always, the invaluable Timothy Mark and the indomitable Shellmaster. So thank you so much to the 5 of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, for supporting this channel. They're keeping this whole thing going, and thank you to them, and thank you to everybody who's a patron of the channel. If you'd like to become a patron, you can head over to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the link in the description field, and there you can get all of the bonus videos that have gone up on the channel to date, as well as the new ones that go up each week, such as a video I posted yesterday entitled 3 Puzzles in 1, and it's something that is called the Puzzle Triathlon, which was created by Andrew Krebs over in the Daily Solve Discord chat server. I realized I had gotten out of the habit of solving puzzles from the Constructor's Corner channels in the Daily Solve Discord chat server, and that one seemed particularly interesting. So it started with a Sudoku puzzle. Then it went on to another that I'll keep secret, and anyway, there were 3 puzzle types. Of course, one of them is a crossword, as you might not be surprised to learn. And one of them I had to learn how to solve because I wasn't familiar with it. And anyway, it was very interesting. So that's up on the Patreon campaign. You can solve it yourself as well. There's a link there if you're interested. And that's one of the videos on the Patreon campaign. And of course, as a benefactor, you also get the Daily Solve Let's Check the Crosses mug. So enjoy those things if you're a patron, and thank you if you are. All right, do also subscribe to the channel on YouTube. That's a big help. And you can join that aforementioned Daily Solve Discord chat server. There's a link in the description field, of course, to that as well. So now let's get on to today's crossword. This is a Friday puzzle by David Distenfeld, who's constructed about half a dozen puzzles for the New York Times, and it was edited, as always, by Will Shorts. So let's start solving and see what's in store for us. Subject of the first YouTube video to reach 10 billion views, 2022. I don't know. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea. Subject of. So I guess that means it's probably not a music video, because that would be a strange thing to phrase. It would be a strange way to phrase that, but I don't know. Who knows? Fall follower. Ouch, someone falls over? I don't know. Because of the punniness about that, I'm not sure. Why didn't I think of that? Oh, of course, no. Nominated, say. Oh boy, I don't know. I should probably be solving some of the downs here. It's not one's best performance. One's B, you brought your B game, not your best performance. No matter what, at any rate or at any cost. Kitty Blank, 2006 Beyonce song. Oh, believe it or not, I don't know what this is. Place for pen pals, a sty. You could have pigs in a pen, pigs in a sty. They're friends, presumably. Christmas party game. What's a game you'd play at a Christmas party? I don't know. Entire essence, whole being, I don't know. Blank Lang, former Howard Stern Show regular. Another thing, I've never heard the Howard Stern Show. I have no idea. Why didn't I think of that? What often comes with a spoiler alert? Question mark. Question mark. Why does it have that? What does that mean? What about this is not what it seems to be? Food? Sort of when it spoils? Fished with traps, perhaps. Eeled. You could go eeling with traps. You could set traps for the eels. This could be arty, maybe. That would fit with the T and the E, and looks like it would fit in the acrosses. Let's pencil it in and see. I'm not actually penciling it in, I'm just putting it in, but we'll see. What often comes with a spoiler alert? Oh, why can I not see it? Oh, great idea. Why didn't I think of that? Great idea. Okay, right. I was thinking of it from the standpoint of castigating oneself rather than congratulating someone else. So, whoops. And what is the subject of the first YouTube video to reach 10 billion views? Not long ago, only 2022. Entire essence, the be-all as in be-all, end-all. Baby? Babies something? Christmas party game. What often comes with a spoiler alert? Oh, milk. Oh, it was food stuff, but it was a liquid. It was a beverage in this case rather than solid food. Okay, so Christmas party game. Yankee something? Is there a Christmas party game called Yankee something? Doesn't ring a bell to me. Observe the end of Yom Kippur is to eat. Stop fasting. Yom Kippur. And result of getting sideswiped, perhaps. Oh, a date on... Is it Tinder? Is that the one with the swiping? Okay. Christmas party game. Yankee. Something parents might give a teenager, colloquially. Oh, the talk? Maybe? Yeah, I'm going to give you the talk. You're old enough for the talk? Okay. Amazing. So, all right, we have the word amazing stretched out in this phonetically elongated way. So I think the answer might be so wheat, also kind of stretched out phonetically like this. That would match closely. And often when you have these kinds of casual or slangy words or phrases, clues, you'll match the sort of style of it or tenor of it in the answer. That's very common. Christmas party game. Yankee. This means nothing to me still. Draw into a private conversation. Take a side. Aha, that's it. Let's just see if this helps. Quickly, quaintly. So quaint way to say quickly. At a something? I'm not sure. Don't know about that. What about this one? We have the first letter, where you might order tamago or tobiko sushi bar. Yes, that works. So can we look at the crosses now? It parallels the radius, right? So this is not a radius mathematically. This is the bone in the arm. So the ulna parallels the radius. Trough contents, maybe. Oh, right. Maybe the pen pals are eating their slop in the pigsty. All right. Something that may be found near a hem. Question mark. Oh, hem and haw, right? So we read hem and we think it's hem in clothing, sort of sewed hem, but no, it's the phrase, the idiomatic phrase, hemming and hawing. I think these are words that don't really have any meaning unto themselves. I mean, there's obviously a different word with the same spelling and pronunciation, which is hem, but this actual particular sense of hem is I think only has meaning within hem and haw. So that's where you'd find them near each other. Draw into private conversation. Pull aside. There we go. Oops. Aha. Ah, now I see. There we go. That's how I feel about most of the answers in this puzzle. Quickly, quaintly. And Yankee swap? Never heard of this. Is that like a white elephant sort of thing, maybe? Quickly, quaintly. Oh, this doesn't look right, does it? Maybe this is O rather than ah. Oh, it probably is. Ah matching aha would be maybe not disallowed, but certainly not encouraged. It would be a bit strange to have such a similar opening, the ah in ah, now I see, because they're doing the same, they're serving the same function, and you wouldn't probably do it. So this is an O, looks more likely. So does that help? Quickly, quaintly. Oh, post haste. Ah, okay. Is that quaint, post haste? I suppose it sort of is. You do it quickly, do it post haste. I don't really think of that as being particularly quaint, to be honest, but I don't know. Perhaps it is. Do you mind? Is it okay? Do you mind? Is it okay? There we go. Bearded bovine, a bison. That looks right, and they do have those beards. Related, and, as in related a story, told a story. And singer blank Lori Blue Adkins, who's best known by her first name, must be Adele. Adele Lori Blue Adkins, all right? First rate, A1, absolute tops. And I think we've seen all of the crayons. I think we've seen all the crosses here, so we don't need to look at any of those. What about this? Grant. I'll grant you this. I'll allow you this, you could say, if you're being sort of a bit grand. Key ring, an atoll. So this means a ring of keys, a sort of island, it's islands, so an atoll, sort of coral island chain. And of course, again, the question mark lets us know we'll be doing this interpreting this in a punny sort of way. We don't mean a key ring with house keys on it. Comedian Wong. Ali Wong is a comedian, a current comedian. And a certain display at a natural history museum. A diorama, maybe? Could have a diorama of, I don't know, the time of dinosaurs or something like that. A dino diorama. Sale sign meaning act now. Today only. Sale might be one day only. Sends on. Something. What about this? This is somewhat solved. Ruined city in Jordan. Oh, Petra. Petra is in Jordan. That's where they sort of very dramatic sort of cliff face sort of temple in Petra is where they filmed the temple facade in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Very dramatic. I have a friend who's an archaeologist who's done archaeological work in Petra. One-handed putback shot. I don't know. Use blank signal, street sign for bikes. Red? I don't know. I'm not familiar with this. I don't bike very much, to be honest. English inventor. Said the J too early there, apparently. English inventor Benjamin. Can't think either. What about this one? Embrace. And sends on. I mean, I want it to be R. Kitty blank. Kitty cat? I don't know. If it were OT, that would be at any cost. This would be not resends, because sends is already in the clue. Reshares, restates, sends on. Maybe it's not R, I don't know. Embrace. Oh, adore. I embrace you. I embrace you. I adore you. Yeah, that sort of works. Autobahn abbreviation. So this is German highway. English inventor Benjamin. Boy, I'm not sure. Oh, Baby Shark. That's something. People, I don't exactly know what this is. Is it a children's song, I think? People were obsessed with it a few years ago for some reason. I'm not really sure what, yeah. Anyway, English must be the answer. That's amazing. First YouTube video to reach 10 billion views is Baby Shark. Wow, okay. English inventor Benjamin Hick. What did he invent? Autobahn abbreviation. Oh, I don't know about this either. What about this? One-handed putback shot. And use blank signal, street sign for bikes. It looks like red, doesn't it? Contemptuous glance. Disgust. Some nursery buys. Sods, maybe? You buy some sod at the nursery, the plant nursery, that is. Series finale. I don't know. Pots, maybe, at the nursery? Series finale. Oh, etc. maybe? Say 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. That's the end of a sort of series, so to speak. Not literally the end of the series, but in a punny kind of way. So this would be pots then, if that were the case. Disgust. to discuss someone, you could repulse them. So that's discussed as a verb rather than a noun. Contemptuous glance. Oh, side eye. You could give somebody the side eye. Give them a contemptuous glance. This really looks like, maybe it's use pedestrian signal. Is that what it is? Use ped signal. That looks much better to me. So, reships sends on. This doesn't look good though at all. Do I think the rest of this is correct? Let's at least get this letter and then we'll see what happens. California winemaking county, Sonoma County's winemaking county in California. Exasperated cry. Word after other or rather. Other than or rather than. Fall follower. Oh, right. After a fall. Well, it's not ouch, is it? A student's spot. Government facility in most world capitals except Washington. Interesting. What? Interested by that. I wonder what it is. Person held for questioning. Arrestee. A witness. What about these? One of a record 2,297 for Hank Aaron for short. Run? I don't know. Oh, for short. RBI? Yikes, I don't know. That's the baseball abbreviation I know. Does that help? A student's spot. Oh, embassy. Oh, is it a U.S. embassy? Oh, that's funny. So most world capitals will have a U.S. embassy. The one that won't, one of the few that won't, is, of course, the United States itself. All right, fair enough. Fall follower, thud. Thud comes after fall. Okay, when I thought about ouch, I was thinking about this clue properly. I just didn't think of the right possibility. A student's spot. Oh, honor roll? I guess you might make the honor roll. Student spot seems fairly general for that, but I suppose it's perfectly reasonable. Person held for questioning. A detainee, someone being detained. There we go. Nobody knows this little rose. Emily Dickinson poem. That must be it. Its offerings end around 2 p.m. Brunch something, and a healthful kind of cereal bran. Okay, there we go. Get a bran flakes maybe in a breakfast cereal. And then bran is a cereal grain as well. Its offering ends around 2 p.m. Brunch hour? Brunch menu. That makes more sense. Okay. Enemy of Lord Farquaad in film. Who is that? Do I know who this is? Enemy of Lord Farquaad. I don't know. I can't think if I recognize this name. I mean, I obviously don't right now, but it might be something I know in the back of my mind somewhere, but I can't think. Home to Timbuktu. I want to say Molly. I'm embarrassingly doubting myself for some reason. Gushes. This were an A. Actress Renee Blank Goldsberry. I don't know. Garments often worn with decorative purses. I don't know. Hot dog, perhaps. So perhaps means it might not be a sausage. Might be a literal dog. Hot dog, perhaps. What's left when kids go to college? An empty nest. Parents whose children have left for college sometimes are said to have an empty nest. So if something gets bent out of shape, it warps. Like one side of the Kong aisle. Oh, congressional aisle. Republican and Democrat, so either one of those would fit. I was referring to the U.S. Congress, of course. So probably a D, because R here would be, it just doesn't look very likely. Let's see if M here helps. They try not to rub people the wrong way. Masseuses? There we go. Massage practitioner. So this is DEM, and then Snoopy and Sylvester. Those are, I don't know, cartoon characters? What are they? Are they... Snoopy's a dog and Sylvester's a cat, I think? Maybe this is misdirection and these are not cartoon characters. I'm not sure. Much of Def Jam Recordings output, that's a rap-oriented record label. Oh, Pets. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Simpler than I was making it. Hot dog, perhaps. Oh, Daredevil. Right. Okay. So a hot dog, someone who is someone who's a bit of a showboat, I guess you could maybe put it. Okay. Gushes. Oh, raves about a film, for instance. This is definitely Molly. I don't know why I've been delaying on that. Actress Renee Elise Goldsberry. I mean, that's sort of actually vaguely familiar, surprisingly to me. But oh, Shrek, I guess. Okay, I didn't remember that character at all. And then garments often worn with decorative purses. Oh, kilts. Yes. Oh, what is that? What is the decorative purse called? I can't remember. I know what that is. It's got those sort of hanging bits on it. I can't think. Anyway, that is what that is. And we just need... Oh, can I get these actually nominated? Oh, you chose something. You nominated it. And the Luncheon on the Grass Painter. Oh, did I not look at this clue? Monet. There we go. Exasperated cry. Come on, you might say in an exasperated manner. So a one-handed putback shot. Maybe this isn't adore. Embrace. Adorn? Oh, tip in? Adopt. Oh, I embrace that idea. I adopt it. Okay. I thought adore seemed a bit odd there because adoring something, you could sort of metaphorically say that's to embrace it, but it doesn't quite work. Adopt is better. So to tip in or tap in, which do I think is more likely? Oh, reships. Oh, there's reships. Why did I think H didn't work there? Oh, it's kilometers per hour. I wasn't thinking about... it said abbreviation, and for some reason I still wasn't really thinking about abbreviations. That's ridiculous. Anyway, yeah, there it is. All right, just about a flat 20 minutes, roughly. And that was, I thought, a bit of a tricky Friday puzzle. Let me know how you fared with this one. So what gave me trouble? I guess this whole area up here. Baby shark, I'll have to look this up, I suppose. No matter what, at any cost. And that was, I guess, at any, I should have gotten maybe a bit more quickly. I don't know. It's one of these puzzles where I don't know that there were specific answers that necessarily were incredibly difficult for me. It was just the whole thing was there was always a bit of resistance throughout. And quite a few, I think as we expect on a Friday, we had a fair number of these question mark punny clues. So fall, follower, thud. What often comes with a spoiler alert is milk. Even ones where I sort of understood what the pun was doing early on, like that one. It still took me some time to get the specific answers. Series finale. Yeah, they're not a ridiculous number of these, but definitely a fair few, more than an average day. Anyway, that was the Friday Crossword by David Distenfeld, and let's quickly review a few clues from yesterday's puzzle. I did highlight 3 or 4 of those. I think 3 it looks like. So, some people explained a few things I didn't get during the solve, and one from Rahul Shah explains you might display your knee in a mini skirt. That was the mini display clue that for some reason I just did not get. And Kathleen Quinn adds, you have to be kind of old to remember this, I qualify, but prior to the introduction of the miniskirt in the 1960s, women's skirts were always hemmed on or below the knee. So there we go. Display your knee from the 1960s onwards in a mini. And Alon Itan points out a fairly obvious inference that I should have gotten myself, but didn't. Toledo, U.S.'s sister city, is Toledo, Spain. Right. That should have been my first guess. I mean, there's so many sister cities that aren't sort of connected to cities of the same name. Are those, or maybe those are twin cities? No, sister cities. That I didn't even think of it. But yes, there are many that do share names like that. I should have thought about it. And Stephen Giblin points out that slates in the realm of politics refers to a list of endorsed candidates, or, for example, the Democratic ticket. So that's a way in which ticket and slate can be synonymous. And I was struggling to make that work. But yes, in Democratic politics, broadly speaking, you have the Republican slate or the Democratic slate, the ticket. And there we have it. All right, that is that for today's crossword. Hope you enjoyed it. And I will be back tomorrow for the Saturday crossword, a trickier solve potentially. No theme still. And hope you join me for that. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Friday. Take care.